Good afternoon to everyone in Co-Founder Club communities. My name is Keith. Of course, I run Co-Founder Club, and this is the Startup Sales Mastery podcast, video podcast, because startup sales is really what I do. This is what I bring to the community, and this is me sharing everything I know about selling startup solutions, I guess you'd call it. And here we are. In less than 10 minutes, because apparently LinkedIn doesn't like videos more, and that's why we're going to go shorter, and I'm sure that helps anyone out. So if you have any questions for me, put them in the comments to the side, or I check them at the end of every single day. The feature, I'm sure you saw it just up above there, is features versus benefits. Yesterday we spoke about technologies. This is solutions week, and look, I'm just basically going to do the same thing as yesterday because it is, to me, the same thing. When you're selling a product, especially as a founder, you're probably going on, well, it can do this, it can do this, it can do this, it can do this. What's going to happen is you're not going to sell your product. I'm just going to say it that bluntly. It's very rare that you'll sell a product like that in this day and age because people have too much stuff going on in their minds. I'm skipping ahead the whole, whys and the whole stories from my experience. Let's just say, as someone who's tried selling stuff for years and years, you can't sell that way. Now, solutions, and again, this all sounds, because but my product can do this, and that is the solution. No, that's not the benefit, though. What is the benefit of that solution? So, for example, I'm doing a live feed to everyone right now. I'm using StreamYard. StreamYard is great because I can, have a feature that it can stream directly to Facebook. Now, that solves the problem of me having to use all these complex free applications, which I just don't have time for. So, Keith, do you want to have a streaming app that can do Facebook feature? Not very exciting. Or, Keith, yes, you can go and use, free things, but if you spend some money here with us, you'll be saving, 20, 30 minutes a day because it's all automatic. It's really simple. Benefit. And obviously, if that's the benefit that I want, and with me, time is money, oh, hell yeah, 10, 20 a month, no problem at all. And it's the same with your potential customers, the exact same thing. You have a SaaS application, you are selling them, a HR software. It can do this, it can do that, it can do the other. You're going to get nowhere. Mr. HR prospect, I understand that you spend around 20 hours per week filling out the payroll forms. So as a result of that, we know these things. We've developed the features. I'm not going to say what the features are. The features that turn this into a 5-minute process. Is that something that would benefit you? You see, I went straight to the benefit. I can do this on any single product, any single service. And it's a small little thing that everyone's sitting there going, yeah, obvious, but actually think, take a moment to think about how you sell, how you pitch. And again, it doesn't matter if this is you're in beta phase and you're trying to get customers, you're in, a big established company. I've worked in big enterprise companies. I could get a job in one of the big enterprise companies if I want right now. Same rules apply. What are the benefits? Because that's what's going to sell it. As most people know, WalkMe was one of the biggest companies before I decided to gear up the Startup Sales Mastery. Now they're huge now. I started right when they were starting their big rise, and it was the same thing again. Now, granted, I'd literally sit and I'd watch these guys all the time, and they never turned around. Oh, we have, this walkthrough feature and that walkthrough feature. They'd turn around to these top enterprise clients and they'd be saying, so you're employing someone at $100,000 a year and paying an additional $50,000 a week, and on top of that, losing 200 hours per week in onboarding man hours. All of that is adding up together at 200,000 a month. Does that sound about right? And of course, it sounds about right. And then they're like, now by using our features or our service, what we want to do is remove that 200,000 a month and bring it down to whatever their fees were, 10, 20, 30,000. And I'm just sort of giving an example. With big corporations, financials followed by the operations efficiencies, all these things, that's their benefits. That's what they wanted. It doesn't really matter what the example is. You see what I'm getting at? Just in that example, I never turned around to anyone and just said what WalkMe actually does. If you don't know, go look it up if you want. They look it up, but I'm giving the example that kind of makes sense. If you were in a corporate person and you just heard that and go, hang on a second, can you really get me from 200,000 down to 10, 20,000? That's going to get your attention. I got to get these more exciting. I had calls earlier. I've got calls later. Keeping it to 10 minutes. I'm going to have people starting to join me next week. I could finish it right now if I wanted to. I think I'll just kick back and have a coffee. Guys, ask me questions in the comments, okay? Go on cofounderclub.org, see the different communities we have. Go on our Facebook groups, see the communities that we have. Come to Startup Sales Mastery, the program. It is a program. I don't even see it as like a course or an education. It is a program designed by me to walk you through step by step by step. This is how we get customers. Then you can use that to get customers for yourself, or you can use that to hand the worksheet over to a sales guy and say, here, go get me customers. And that's it. You don't need to spend hours each time with salespeople sitting and having these big long conversations about your product and you just hand them the worksheet when you're done, and that's it. I charge $47 for this. $47 is basically like a donation to me. It's not real money in terms of what it can actually do. I'm just putting it out there because I want to help as many people as possible. That is why it is there. Again, I didn't go through any features per se. You want the features? Go check it out. I told you outright the benefits, okay? People call me all the time. I got a phone call the other day, a company called SPS, really, really good guy, but he's saying we need to sit down for at least 2 hours and have this big, long conversation. I was like, no, we don't. Go take my course. Here's the worksheet, fill it out, get it back to me, and I'll give you some quick answers. Because once you give me that, once you give me the step-by-step, these are my features, these are my benefits, this is how I do it. This is my elevator pitch. I even go through the formula for creating your elevator pitch. And again, this is less about me trying to sell you on Startup Sales Mastery, because quite frankly, if you're looking for this kind of stuff, okay, keep looking, spend months, spend weeks, give it hell, by all means. Don't pay the $47. It's no skin off my back. But it's really about pushing this point to everyone watching this now and everyone watching this later, that features don't do a goddamn thing. They say stories sell, but this is more advanced. I'm going to keep it simple. Benefits. What are those benefits? Look at every single feature you have. Look at everything that your system or application or service can actually do, and ask yourself, okay, who is my customer persona? If you have more than one customer persona at this phase, you're screwed already. Okay, you need to have one customer persona for this exercise, and then ask yourself, what is the benefit of each of these features for this customer persona? You write down those benefits, and then you speak to your customer personas and you say, look, this benefit, watch the difference. It's as simple as that. Watch the difference. This is how we get customers. This is how we influence. This is how we get, what is their benefit? Again, not your benefit, their benefit. If you can make the change from talking about your features to talking about your solutions, you're basically 50% of the way towards, being a pro seller. Quite frankly, this is how big a deal this is. I really hope this helps. I'm going to have a few more coffees. I'm half falling asleep here. But that is today's podcast. We're coming up on time. My name is Keith, as I mentioned a few times, startupsalesmastery.com. There should be links all over the place. This is where we show entrepreneurs exactly how we do what we do. And Co-Founder Club communities, check it on out. Good luck, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next part of Solution Week. Take care.